Hello, welcome to the back to school night presentation for advisory for my class, Brad Currie. So advisory, the 7th and 8th grade parents will be a little more familiar with it, but if your child is a 6th grader, let's talk about a little bit about advisory. It's a 3-year class. I'll be having your kids for 3 years. So the best part about that is no matter what grade they're in, they always know they've got an advocate on the campus who knows them, has had conferences with you. And if they have any kind of question, there's always somebody they can check in with and make sure that they know it's going to get taken care of. And that's me. So if they have problems with their schedule, if they want to set up a meeting with the teacher and you, or whatever the question might be, I'm here to help them out and make sure that help them negotiate and navigate through junior high. Okay, that's part of it. The next thing, advisory is also largely a character education class, which I think sometimes it's the most important class that we teach here at Edna Hill. I really like it. A few of the things we work on, we have the Bobcat Pride skills, which are taken from Boys Town, which are replacement behaviors. And they're really great. Instead of assuming that kids are making bad choices because they don't know, the concept of the Boys Town is more teach the intended behavior first. You know, how to accept no for an answer, how to walk through the halls, how to accept criticism or a compliment, how to, a whole bunch of different things we'll work on. But just a real quick, easy, basic set of directions. And then you could expect that, you know, if you've explained how to do a certain behavior, and then if the child is, you know, not doing that, that's one thing. But it's kind of assuming that maybe they don't know, they're not familiar with certain things. And do a lot of role playing and acting those things out, and they're great. Next up, there's some things on bullying awareness around campus and living above the line, which I think is tremendous, this concept. Living above the line basically teaches personal accountability. You know, we all make mistakes, definitely. But once we do we, if you're living below the line in this, you deny, make excuses, say everybody else was doing it too. All these different ways that we're not responsible for our own behavior. If we're living above the line, then we're accountable. And when we're accountable, then we could change it. If we made a choice that resulted in a bad outcome, we could choose not to do that next time. And now we're in control of our own lives instead of, oh, the teacher just doesn't like me. Or I always think of like everybody else was speeding, but I got the ticket. You know, if we're making choices and accountable to them, then we're in control of our own life. So this concept is very great. Keys of excellence, we have a monthly focus, balance, integrity, failure leading to success, which is great. And I highly recommend everybody takes a look at failure leading to success. Junior high is a chance to give your kids more opportunity, more freedom, more responsibility. And when doing this, at times, they're not going to make the best use of that. The best thing that you can do is use that as evidence to say, if you don't want that outcome, what could you have done differently? Instead of trying to fix everything, you know, how can we get extra credit to get the grade up? You know, all that kind of thing is not really teaching that, you know, we're in control if we make good choices instead of trying to fix it at the last minute. So I really like the keys of excellence. The first quarter, we always start out with flexibility, which is really important in this COVID situation. We've got people in Zoom meetings and their internet is failing and they're doing great things at the same time. So we're all moving through kind of learning how to just be better people, be a little more mature, grow up, and so on. So advisory does a lot of those things. Advisory also has a lot of the kind of nuts and bolts of the school. The information usually gets passed out through advisory. The Bobcat Bulletin, kind of weekly information is sent out through that. There's weekly grade check. There's a weekly check-in reflection form the kids will fill out. These are the 4 categories that they'll be receiving a grade on. So they check their grades once a week and submit that. We'll go over how to do that in class. They have a weekly check-in reflection form about how they're doing, their participation in our activities, and then the student-led conference. At the end of this quarter, all students will be leading a conference and going over their ILP, their binder that they create, which I'm not sure how we're going to do that right now in the distance learning, but we'll get to that when we do. Okay, so long story short, their advisory, character building, and passing out information, me being your child's advocate. Any questions you have, you can always come to me, and I'll be their teacher from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I think that sums up most of the things on my list here. All right, if you have any questions, you can send me an email. I'm going to go over here to Canvas really quickly and show you. In the Canvas website, there is an advisory page. On the advisory page has information if your child wants to have an appointment with the counselor. Those things can be scheduled through. The technology help for parents is on there. Weekly schedule links. Anyway, how to access their schedule, getting their grades. Parent Connect is how they access their grades, and all sorts of things like that. Okay, if you have any questions, just send me an email and I'll get back to you. I'd love to hear from you. And then also, if the kids have questions, they can use the Canvas Messenger. All right, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.